What is the purpose of life? What would you say the purpose of life is? Would you say it's suffering, content, happiness, freedom, joy, all of the above? I believe life is a combination of things, right? You have happiness, you have joy. Those two are different. There's also the flip side, which is pain, grief, mourning, all that stuff. It's a whole package. And life should be lived as that whole package. Because without one of those, the other ones wouldn't be what they are. Without going through hardships, you wouldn't learn how to appreciate things that happen to you. If you never lost anyone, you wouldn't know how to cherish the ones that you love. The Buddha once said that life is suffering, and I believe there's some truth to that. The human path is guaranteed to be filled with pitfalls designed to entrap and hold you down. But here's the thing. You have the power to rise above these pitfalls and come out of the shadows of your own destiny. The key to this is discipline. It takes discipline, and I found out the hard way. It took 3 years of drastic changes and losses and grief for me to change. There's this great quote by Albert Einstein that sticks with me. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. I feel like as humans, or as people in modern society, we only learn when we go through tough times. When things are too easy and we breeze past it, it's those days where you don't want to get out of bed. For instance, for me, it started with losing my Siberian Husky. I had her for 11 years, and she went through some really tough times with me. And it wasn't till I lost her that I started gearing towards changing to who I am today. The thing is, I'd never lost anyone prior to losing my dog, and I love my dog to death. I had her when I first went to University of Oregon, and she stayed with me in the apartment, and she was always with me. And I was going through some crazy times, but she always had my back. I got her when she was 8 weeks, and yeah, she stayed with me until the end. And making that decision to put her down, it rocked my world. After I lost my dog, my grandma, she passed away. But without her passing, I wouldn't have understood how short life is. Life is very short, and I can say it came out differently in a positive way, because I could have gone the other way. I've had addiction problems. It could have just knocked me down more. The one thing that hit me the most was losing my child, Sal, to a miscarriage. When you lose a child to a miscarriage, it's like all this hopes and dreams and milestones that will never happen. But it changed me. I quit smoking. I quit drinking. I quit everything. I started working out. But I could have gone the other way, right? If I had went ahead and given up on life, I wouldn't be alive today. I was severely depressed. And Sal's miscarriage, that was like the nail in the coffin. I've changed a lot during these past 3 years. The things that weren't really important, didn't seem important to me. Little trivial things, but drastically important now. All it took was a change of perspective, learning new habits, picking up the pen, embracing the book, restructuring my core values, and finally deciding to no longer care about what others think of me. You know, it's funny to think about, but I remember just like yesterday, being a 5-year-old Vietnamese kid that had just flown over from Vietnam. I didn't know the language, and the adjustment was tough, and it took me a couple of years to finally be able to understand it and then speak English. I had my grandma, and my grandma, she always told me that I was a great writer, and that whatever I do in life, I should continue. Wish I'd listened to her like 15 years ago, but it's never too late, I guess. It's crazy because she has Alzheimer's, right? And it sucks because it takes someone you love away from you, and it does it in such a painful way, and it's very slow, debilitating. It's painful, right? Because slowly over time they're losing their memory, and you have to watch them go through that process. But as Helen Keller once said, what we once enjoyed deeply, we can never lose. All that we love deeply becomes a part of us. But you take what life gives you, and you make the best of it. You play the best hand that is given to you, and you make the best of it. Time is not like infinite. It's finite, right? And if you want to do the things that you want to do with your life, I would pursue time like you're pursuing life. Everything in life that is worth something, like true value, takes time. There's a quote by Eleanor Roosevelt: "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." And I believe in life, you should definitely pursue your dreams. Why not live and just go after the things you really want to do? Just don't stay stagnant. Just move towards something. And then the change, it doesn't have to be like drastic. It can be slow and steady. Maybe start prioritizing your health, your mental health, your physical health, your relationships with your family, your loved ones. So remember, in the journey of life, you must be disciplined in your mind to become the seeker. Because it is the seeker who shall find. The ones who dared were the ones who built. Life can be very dark, very fast. But that doesn't mean there isn't light. In fact, you can find the brightest lights only exist within the darkest of places. When it gets tough, remind yourself that you're not alone. There are 7 billion other people on this planet, all headed to the same destination. But our paths all differ. So I say, live your life as if there's no tomorrow. Do the things you love. Love the people that love you and the important people around your life. Learn to cherish them. Learn to have gratitude for the things you have. Your journey is your own, and every step you take leaves a mark of strength and determination. Visualize your dreams. Feel them as if they are already within your grasp. Take that first step with unwavering faith. Know the path that may be fraught with challenge, but each obstacle is an opportunity to grow, to become stronger. Live and live fully, not just for yourself, but for the ones who went ahead.